I have active beef with Miss B Nasty right now.
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
We could have talked about her in the first 5
Yeah,
minutes.
My thing is, how you beefing with her, bro? Out of
Miss
all
B
the
Nasty?
people in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, talk about
I'm ready
that.
for it to happen again. Jesus. So one day,
Fuck you,
no,
mean.
because I promise you, it's gonna get clipped, and then somebody gonna send it to her. Her elite Gooner squad is gonna send it to her. So I one day, I can't even remember what really prompted it. I think I was asked about it, but somebody asked me about her looks. Miss B Nasty is not attractive to me. She is ugly. Right? She's not an attractive woman to me. I think it's in the
Hold on.
No, we are.
Yeah, welcome to the TLE podcast. We can talk about anything, but we love to talk about how we get to a bag. It is your number one host, A-Rod. You know I got my co-host with me.
Illest co-host to ever pick up a podcast. Mike's the guards and niggas know the vibe. We here.
Yes, sir. You know we got
Omar, Ohmeezzy. The internet calls me Brother Omar. Everything under the sun, but Omar for the other kids.
Hey, let me get some horn. Damn, bro. Shit. Appreciate you for coming, man.
Yeah, no, y'all live far. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a far studio.
Where you stay at?
I'm like well south of the airport, so this was a 50-minute drive on like a Sunday even. So just imagine it on like a Monday or a Tuesday.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, man. We appreciate you coming by, bro. For real.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Shit, man. Okay, so we met at Podcast Summit.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke briefly up there, and I remember you saying something about your YouTube journey was different than most.
Okay. It's not wrong, but yeah, that's right.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you said like your first or second video, it did numbers.
Did my first or second video do numbers? That might be true, but I don't think that's what I told you about my story though. Maybe I did. That was part of it too. That was
like you started to see revenue earlier.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I told you. Yeah.
go.
Okay, that is it. So, but my journey is different though. I started on like the production side as opposed to making videos outright. I started doing like production work for the group channel AMP.
Yes.
And from there, that's where I started seeing revenue from YouTube earlier. Because most people don't know you can do it from the back end. Pause.
Gotcha. Pause. I'm glad you know.
Well,
Anyway, all right. So, but okay, how did that come about? How did you with AMP? How did that even come about?
okay, so I have a brother, and he got into the YouTube space like early. That's what I told you. His video blew up fast. His first video blew up really, really fast.
Okay.
But so my brother got connected with Agent from AMP.
Yeah.
Who your brother? Yeah, you can't just throw bro out there and not throw bro out there. Go ahead, throw him out
No,
there.
but my brother is Legend of Winning. My brother's a Legend of Winning. He does basketball YouTube.
Okay.
Legend of Winning.
Legend of Winning. So, he got popular in the space. He met Agent on maybe through a podcast that they were once doing at one point. He hopped on there, never hopped off, and they became friends. Now, as Agent blew up, all of them blew up and stuff like that. Agent decided to move from Canada to Atlanta. Famous 2K YouTuber at the time. And then in Atlanta, they decided to move into a house together, create group content together, them two. And then while that was happening, the group AMP, started to come about, right?
Yeah.
And so they needed help with production stuff, which started off as like, make sure these camera batteries are charged and make sure the chairs are here and make sure you're on time for shoots and stuff like that. These SD cards are empty. All the way up to like, we need you to flesh out this video. So that's how my journey started. Again, more so on the behind the camera side, as opposed to like, I got my own channel, I'm popping this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Damn. That's what's up, bro. So you behind the scenes and you helping out, you editing, you pretty much a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna claim the editing thing. They have somebody in the group. They have somebody in the group named Chris. He took care of most of the editing. If he needed some stuff from this, that, and the third person, I would coordinate it. But as far as like getting the locations, getting the costumes, the props, all that other stuff like that goes into making a YouTube video. Yeah, that's what I was a part of.
You was in charge of that. So
Yeah,
was they like looking out? Was they paying you or?
I think for the time, oh yeah, they were definitely paying me. And at the same time, I was doing my own podcast. I got invited to be a part of a podcast, not just like do an episode with them, but hey, we're gonna go in together and we're gonna start this podcast collective and stuff like that.
That's what's up.
And then I also started my own channel. But so those three things like make up the beginnings of my YouTube journey. And the money was there. The money's the money's always gonna be there. The money's there. Yeah,
For sure.
the money. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't understand though. Like being on camera, that's probably not the best way to go about doing it if you're in it for the money. Let me say that. Yeah.
Gotcha. So now, when did you stop working with AMP?
It's been a couple years now.
When and why?
It's probably been like 2-3 years at this point. I feel like 3 years now. It's things fly so fast. Resources, support. I had my own thing going on at the time. Maybe a little bit of, but the main thing was the resources and the support. And they got a bunch of different things going on, but trying to build out these elaborate videos without, the necessary resources might not be, the best way to go about doing them. Mm. And now I think if you see like the space as a whole understands that, the streaming space and the YouTube space understands that whole concept. So I don't know if y'all seen like DDG's most recent stream that he's doing now, where it's like a love show. He's doing like a love show.
I didn't see that.
But he has like this big production behind him, like 8-10 people running production, like whole rooms as big as this room right here with soundboards and switchers and cameras and all this other stuff like that. It's a whole production now. When I started in the IRL YouTube group space, we was getting like cameras, shotgun mics on top, maybe clip-on mics. Bare minimum
starter
stuff.
pack shit.
If you want to do your own phone, like your own angle, like say we was gonna do an angle where you go into the store or something like that, you was pulling out your iPhone.
Just like that.
Pulling out your iPhone like that, maybe like a G7X or something small. Now people are walking around with the IRL backpack. Like that wasn't even a thing back then.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a
$30,000 backpack.
Yeah, $30,000. That wasn't a concept. Having good audio quality was barely a concept. Like all of these things were just barely concepts at that point, or not concepts at all.
Yeah.
So you speaking about the differences. So what are some of like cost wise, like how many people it take?
Yeah, I think that for first and foremost, like people got to understand if you're gonna get into the game, it's definitely gonna cost money. Now, there's ways to get around doing that.
Tell them again, bro.
No, because listen.
Yeah. There's ways to get around doing that for sure. But like, if you don't have that initial investment, you're gonna be behind from the aspect of like buying cameras, buying computers, buying gear, but also buying or purchasing or
Your clothes,
hiring.
your
But not even that,
clothes,
just
your
the
people.
the clip stuff.
Yeah, listen, we pay somebody for reels every time we gotta drop a reel.
Yeah,
So
they don't
Shit.
they don't
Shit
understand
add up.
that.
it's 4 cameras back here. It's 2
they don't get
PCs
it.
right here.
They
It's
don't
a
get it.
monitor. It's a
They
TV
don't
on the
get it.
wall.
They don't
It's a
get it.
broadcaster.
They don't
It's
get
4
it.
mics.
Yeah, listen.
Listen, it's 2 computers in here. Like, come on, bro.
I saw a clip of like I think it's Lacey or somebody, one of the streamers in FaZe. They was like on a monthly basis, I spent like $20,000 in clippers, just people clipping
just
up
niggas
the
clipping your
content.
shit.
But that's why you can't open up TikTok without seeing these people. You can't open up Instagram without seeing these people. It's because they just have people pumping out the content. So the game is like totally different. YouTube used to be able to post, and this is even before me. YouTube, you would be able to get away with posting like once a week, once every 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
Nah. Even where I am on my channel, if I'm not posting daily, I'm kind of falling behind. Like for real.
Yeah, so you pretty much you post daily.
Pretty much, yeah. I didn't post yesterday, but going for the rest of the week, my plan is to post daily unless I get tired or my editor gets tired. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm saying people think what we doing is easy. So explain how, like, what it take to wake up every day and put out content every day. Like,
Let me say this, because I hate the narrative. I don't know how y'all feel about that whole like streaming is harder than 9 to 5 concept.
I ain't gonna say all that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I ain't gonna say all that.
Because I'm still like Mr. Keep a job. Like I stay with jobs. I've always had a lot of jobs my whole life. So I'm never gonna go that far. But I'm also not gonna downplay this is like work, because this is work. Like this is hard work, even from like an emotional perspective. Because you gotta get up emotionally to.
You gotta be emotionally prepared, bro.
I'm
glad you said that, because like even doing this right now, bro, it's been so many nights where I had to get myself.
Yeah, you gotta psych yourself up.
Even prepared to do this. Like, you know, it's like even me and him, like we both gotta get our minds right just to be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? I know there's plenty of times like, damn, bro, now we gotta.
We gotta stop real life to do this, and it's like, yo, real life still going on. Why we trying to make our life better type shit? So it's like,
and I think the difference that I would point out is like when I was working at Racetrack or Walmart or Target or whatever the case may be, I didn't have to have like my personality didn't have to be present. I didn't have to have the mental space to do it. Like all I had to do was physically just stock the shelves. And low key, if I had to give something in that conversation, I think that's a little bit easier for me to just get my body to put these things on shelves, as opposed to me like
you gotta pep
getting my mind up to be
right.
entertaining. It's a little hard to be entertaining. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a little hard to be entertaining. No, for real. I like that, because that's true. That's true. An entertainer is, their job is to entertain multiple people.
Yeah.
That shit, it takes something.
Now, with that being said, I still believe the 9 to 5 lifestyle is harder. I just need that to be known.
No, for sure.
nah, it's harder. It's harder
pick
because
this
you gotta deal with somebody else who don't already like what they situation, and they trying to put their shit off on you.
Yeah.
See, when you doing this, you could choose who you dealing with this, so that take a little bit less stress out of it. Because I could choose the team I want around me when I'm doing this. If you fuck with me, if you fuck with my mental today, I could move you around from my team. Like I don't need him no more.
And
but when you working a job, your manager, your boss. You can't really switch that up. So.
Doing this shit, you're your own boss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you working a 9 to 5, you working for somebody else, and just the life of a worker to me in general sucks. Because, and when I say that, it's not like it sucks because you're working a job, but when you're working for somebody else, it's just like, hey, this is what we pay you. We need you to do X, Y, Z. While the owner of the company, they handling shit, but they're not doing what the fuck you doing.
Necessarily, they not might be handling shit because they might be so far removed from the company that they don't do the day to day.
It just depends.
You know what I'm saying?
Like it's
Well, there's some beauty in the perspective that you get from work. Like I think I told you when we was at Podcast Summit, I had got fired back in July from my job, and I miss working because I miss the perspective that like other people have. But I do want to ask both of y'all a question, because you said doing this you can be your own boss. Technically speaking, because this is a group project, y'all do have to lean on each other.
All right,
right.
But,
so what happens when y'all get on each other's nerves?
all right, so I don't think that has happened yet.
Oh, okay.
And we have been around each other so long.
That's good.
But we have space from each other. So we not always with each other. He got a job, I do what I do. So it's multiple hours where we not communicating and when we not interacting. So when we do come together, it's always like, yo, bro, what up? Fuck you been doing all day type shit.
This is an outlet more than
you see what I'm saying?
your work.
Yeah,
That's
what I'm saying.
That's fire. That's fire.
And like you say, it's a boss. This his shit. He started this.
Yeah.
I came here to make this shit better.
Yeah.
I never get on the soapbox and be like, I built TLE. Nah, I didn't, but I did make it better. But he started it. He the boss. When it come down to making decisions, yo, bro, this what I think. And then I'll step out the way. He gonna make the final decision. And whatever he make the final decision, that's the decision. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work. We're gonna run with it.
It's good that y'all understand each other's dynamic. That's
I mean, it's just
see, but
you
it
can't do shit like this if niggas got egos, bro. If you got egos and
we both come from situations where it didn't work out. So this ain't his first rodeo dealing with somebody else, and this ain't my first rodeo dealing with somebody else, and having to be having to be cohesive with each other. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like we got to this point by going through those trials and tribulations with other people to be able to understand, all right, bro, this how I gotta go about being in a partnership.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's exactly the best way to put it.
No, I rock with that. That makes sense.
What's up,
And
man?
it's the best way to go about doing it too.
But with you, so how many people are on your team?
It depends on which one.
Your personal content.
Personal content. It's like three and a half of us. Three and a half of us.
So how do you deal with what you just asked us? How do you deal with?
Well, the difference is that's my like personal channel. So at the end of the day, I make the decision. But I do a podcast as well with 3 other people, and that's where
I'll be seeing it.
Yeah. That's where that conversation comes in, because with the 3 other people, we all have equal say so in the conversation, and so we have to appease each other in what we do. But that's why I believe like everybody needs an outlet. But you've already explained that we have outlets here, which that's like 1,000% my advice, even for people that just start to create content as well. One thing that we're getting caught up in today is like everything is content, but that's not true. You gotta be able to have some sort of outlet in your life.
I feel like everything could be content. Everything is not good, valuable, worthy content.
Yeah.
Because you could turn anything into a post or a reel or some shit or a YouTube video, but is it worth even taking the time and editing and putting in the work into that shit?
And more importantly, everything becomes a click. Like your life isn't like if somebody called you and said your fish died, that's not like people don't need to watch you in that emotional state.
Right.
Nah,
right?
that's a fact.
Nobody needs to see that. People don't
But
understand that.
I think with the world and the way the world is going, it's just so everybody's so used to seeing so much tragic shit that it's just normal now. Like niggas get hurt, niggas don't call the ambulance. Niggas get on Instagram and be like on live, like yo, I broke my leg at work. Nigga at work on the floor, like I broke my leg. Didn't call the boss. He ain't call HR. Nobody. He like my leg, cuz. Yo, cuz. I broke my leg. Cuz is writing back on the gram like, damn, dickhead, you broke your leg.
That's the first place you run to. Somebody get
retarded.
shot, you recording that shit. You not
recording, you
even,
ain't
not
call
even
ambulance.
calling to help that nigga. Like
Nigga getting
this
car
shit kind of
accidents.
getting out of hand, bro.
Niggas don't even stop for car accidents no more. You just see the
Did
nigga
y'all
record. Pull off.
Did y'all see the Rampage Jackson's son, Rajah Jackson? Did y'all see that situation?
The Asian son or the black son?
No, the black son.
What-
You saw? You didn't see what happened?
What
You saw
he
what
did?
happened?
No.
Oh man, and I just made a video about it. So he's got a son that he does content with. He streams with the son all the time, and he'd been getting bullied for a long time on the content and stuff like that. His dad bullies him. You know, Rampage Jackson a troll though, so it's not. You know, it is what it is. Maybe a couple days ago, he got into sparring with somebody. Dude gave him a concussion. So let's put that in that mind state. He's doing some pro wrestling content like that. That's what he's streaming.
Yeah.
He's going to hang out with some pro wrestlers, but it's like the indie circuit, like low key, like you know what I'm saying. It's not like WWE. It's low. So one of the wrestlers, seeing that he's streaming, tries to promote the fight, breaks a beer can on his head. He ain't like that. He ain't like that at all. But he didn't know the other dude was.
Who is he? The Rampage or Rampage son?
The Rampage son.
Alright.
Son. He didn't know that it was like we promoting the fight. We promoting. Dude apologizes 4-5 times. They get to the fight that night, the wrestling match that night. He's in the crowd. Rampage Jackson's son. Yo, I'm finna go in there. They said I could punch him for real. I could really do him dirty. Like I could really do it to him. He goes in the ring, picks the dude up, drops him on his head. But on his head. Dude is knocked out, concussed. He then proceeds to give him 22 straight punches.
Where was the referee?
Damn.
Right there.
And the referee let that go on?
Hey, somebody stopped it because this is the script. Somebody tries to stop him. They coming up on him. He breaks back through and just gives him 22 again. Like it's 22. It's like 10 and then 12. 22 straight. 22 straight.
Damn.
22
Rampage
straight.
Jackson son be.
Now, mind you, this Rampage Jackson's son too. This ain't no.
So you
this
know
ain't
the nigga, yeah.
Respectfully speaking, this ain't none of us throwing a punch. That's six.
No, facts.
That's six. But they get caught up in this content moment, thinking that everything is like for the laughs and the funnies, and that's not for the laughs. Ain't nothing funny about it. That dude was he left the building, went down the street, called them back, and the dude is like, "Yo, he's still in the ring." unconscious. Ain't nothing funny
Damn,
about that.
yeah,
That's not
yeah,
content. That's
yeah.
not content.
There's a video of a dude. Well, I don't know who the fighter name was, but he was getting hit. He got hit in the back of the head so much, and the ref wasn't catching it.
I know who you're talking about. But now
Yeah.
he's like in a wheelchair or whatever. Are you talking about the Mexican dude?
Yeah, wheelchair, but he's here, but he ain't.
Yeah. He's like all the way from top to bottom. What they
Like
call it?
paralyzed.
Quadriplegic. Yeah, something like that.
paralyzed.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like,
Yeah.
that shit can get real. Like
And they put it on camera. It's like, oh, God.
all for the content.
All for the content. What Whack 100 say? Ain't nobody above the content. I ain't gonna lie. That's a saying. I really hate that saying because it's like, yo, bro, what happened to reality? Like, what happened to real life? What happened to serious moments? Like,
Well, but so everybody thinks that like, one, their life is interesting enough, and two, because we're like so strapped for cash as a society, everybody feels like, yo, whatever I can do to make extra money, I'm gonna do it because this is how I'm gonna make that next step and that next step. And granted, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm doing YouTube. I would be wrong to tell people don't try to monetize something, but everything isn't monetizable. And I'm seeing people left, right, and sideways get fired from their like actual jobs because they trying to record in there. It's teachers wearing, and this is just because it's on my brain, teachers wearing like the most outrageous clothing to school.
Yeah, just to get them views.
Just to get them views, though. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So
a nurse just got fired because she took a picture, but crazy thing is she took the picture, but she had a fat ass, so her back is out, and they fired her just because of the little bit of her back was shown.
but was she showing?
Damn.
Was she intentionally trying to show?
If you look at the pose and the way she was sitting, it's
Okay.
like, baby girl, you know what the fuck you was doing,
Right,
like,
right.
type shit.
Okay, then that's it right there.
But yeah, it's one of them, like you say, niggas just jumping out the window for content, and it's like, yo, bro, relax. Like, it's not that serious. Like, if your life not interesting enough on the regular, like, leave that shit to be. Like,
Leave it to be. Like I don't personally get it, and it's not long lasting. Like, yeah, you made an extra $300-400 a month that 1 month, which is fine.
Yeah.
I get it. You done lost your job. This is on your record. Folks not trying to hire you no more. But you was the talk of the town.
you could go back to
Right,
boot games.
Damn. All because you got lost in the sauce.
100%. 100%. I don't get it.
And
bro.
that kind of reminds me of like all the viral people that we had over the years, like come and go. Like every now and then, especially like 10's era, like, early Vine days, all that whole era, like you would just have somebody weird come out the woodwork, and now they just like this social media celebrity. But they was here today, and now nobody even thinks about them.
And what's crazy is like, if we really go back and look at it and think about it, them people had all the views in the world. They had all the views in the world. But now that we have access to behind the scenes and we know the numbers and stuff like that, first of all, it don't add up. They weren't long lasting because those people should be here. And in reality, they wasn't making money.
Right.
One, those platforms weren't even monetizable that they was doing it on. It's not like Vine. Vine, you could ultimately sell an ad deal eventually, but it's not like Vine was paying these people. People was doing it just for love.
Right.
And then two, I'm seeing videos respectfully to these people. Like, I've been doing content enough time where at least something on me would change. I'm seeing these people in the same apartments on the east side of Atlanta in 2010. I go to 2013. They in the same apartments on the east side of Atlanta. I come up to 2017. You in the same apartments on the east side of Atlanta. How was that?
See, but I feel like what people don't understand about doing content in whatever form it is, you gotta have a hustle, and you gotta the table's always gonna turn, and you gotta be willing to adapt. I feel like people not adaptable. I feel like people is getting on YouTube and they trying to get rich on YouTube and not realizing, bro, you need to be doing something else. Like when we doing this, I'm learning how to do OBS, so I can help other people do OBS. But that's still not my end all be all. My end all be alls are some whole other shit. But we just using this to get to where we gotta go to because niggas got hustle. Niggas know how to adapt. I feel like niggas is seeing the YouTube check, and that's just that's the bottom line. I gotta get a YouTube check.
They also didn't think like the long vision, like the long game. What's like 10 years from now, 5
Type
years.
shit.
And mind you, I think that while that is a bad way to look at it, because so many things can happen in 5 years, 10 years, right? Like streaming might not be a thing in 5 years. It could be something else. That could be the meta or whatever. But you still have to say to yourself, especially when you're making content, is what I'm doing repeatable and sustainable to the point where like, you know, I could do this when I'm 30. Cause like, how old are you?
27.
You 27? How old are you?
31.
31. Think about it. Them people was doing that at 22. And now it's some of them that's still trying to do it at 30. Ain't changed a lick of the content. Well, we call
Like I say, niggas don't adapt. Niggas
I'll
don't
call
change.
the name out because we kind of play. Y'all remember Ha Davis, that big
Yeah.
comedian?
Yeah.
Big fella.
Yeah.
He's still doing big fella at 34, 35.
Right.
Brother, put it down.
Oh shit.
Let's do
But see,
something
but
else.
then my thing is like, see, when it comes to shit like that, you don't know what avenues he have took off of that. Like he might have got a certain type of deal off of that. It might be straight right now, so that's why he's still tapping in.
I
But
think at that point it was straight, but now in 25, we're not seeing the views, we're not seeing the brand deals, and I'm really using him as an example because I'm not gonna act like I'm tapped into Ha Davis. But what is interesting because we couldn't get away from Ha Davis back then.
Right.
Yeah, you
So
couldn't.
now
Yeah, you
it's a
couldn't.
little
Facts.
interesting. But nonetheless, are you changing with the times? Are you adapting? Are you showing more your person? Are you actually building an audience, or are you just being shocked for today?
See, and I feel like the person who is doing all of those things you just mentioned, Drewski, he's definitely doing all of that, building a brand, multiple different avenues on some shows type vibe. No, he definitely
She got that.
he's adaptable. He took it.
That
got-
Drake alley oop though.
but
That
it-
Drake alley oop is different.
See, I don't look at that as an alley-oop for the simple fact I don't look at that as an alley-oop because he's not a rapper. Like if he was a rapper, cool, I could look at that as an alley-oop. Nah, he still had to wake up tomorrow and figure out some more content to do.
No.
'Cause
I don't want to seem like I'm taking anything away from Drewski, but after Drake
'Cause-
even mentioned you, your whole situation.
Okay,
well,
changed.
that's a fact.
We'll take it off Drewski. Country Wayne is a perfect example.
All right, exactly.
Country Wayne killing it.
Yeah.
Killing it. No one
Quietly though too.
Yeah. Quietly.
Calm.
Just going on the old people podcast, 85 South Show, all that stuff like that, and it's talking about the stuff that he is doing. And Country Wayne used to do, all of them came up in the same era. All of them was doing the same.
They started
the same
on Vine,
skits,
yeah,
but the
everybody
same
started.
type of skitty stuff on Vine. And we can see the ones, and mind you, I'm probably giving Ha Davis a lot more flack than I should. Dog, Jerry Perp Drink, Whoa Vicky. There's a bunch of names that
Yes. Yeah.
I promise you, I'm saying them. We can't even put a face to them right now. But back then, they was the hottest things on Vine.
All right.
Knick Knack, Patty Whack, whatever his name was, big dude from New Orleans doing that. We can't even
King
find these
Badge.
people. Can't even find these people.
Yeah.
But see, then you look at people like Charleston White, and it's like, old head went from talking shit to now he doing stand up, getting paid.
It's about creating that audience and understanding like, yo, there's a 5 year, there's a 10 year. There's something more than just this moment right here, and I'm trying to shell out for the views. That's.
But then I feel like that could be attributed to niggas. Some people just get lazy after they get a little fame and a little money. Some niggas never really wanted it. Some niggas just stumbled upon what they stumbled upon because they was funny. Got a couple of dollars and was like, shit, I'm good now. Shit, I got a car, I got a crib.
All right.
I can sit back. So like I say, it just depends about your hustle, because you could tell a nigga hustle, because you gonna see how much he. What's the dude that was on that was at the podcast summit when we first got there? The
Which
Kev
one?
dude.
Oh, Kevin on stage?
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
That nigga, you see that nigga on you every time you open your phone or something, you gonna see him at least once a day. What he said, he posts on 5 different social media
He
sites.
did say that.
See what I'm saying? 5 different pieces of content on 5 different sites a day. 25 pieces of content a day. Boy, got the hustle. So if you got the hustle in it, it's just like if you got the hustle in anything, you gonna make it. I just feel like most niggas don't got the hustle. Most niggas get a little bit of that taste of that life and just get lazy.
He is I used to watch Kevin on stage when he was on his kids. He got kids that are like graduating from high school and going into college and
Nah,
stuff.
niggas been
I used to
look
watch
up, it's
them
like,
when they
bro,
was,
you know what I'm saying?
when they was babies and stuff like that. And it's crazy to see him like, I go on BT. I went on BT 2 nights ago,
Exactly.
and he was he
'Cause he
he
pivoted,
has
he
the show
transitioned.
on BT if I'm not mistaken.
He transitioned.
It's the show, not like just a show, because it's not like BT got a lot of shows, but he has the show on BT right now.
Damn.
But you could tell, bro, got hustle about itself.
Yeah.
So you see what the hustle translate to.
Yeah.
Everybody just ain't cut out to put it together. But that's what when the clothing brand boom happened during COVID. When the sneaker reseller boom happened during COVID. Some niggas did it and some niggas ain't doing it no more. It's all about what your hustle and the situation you was in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. So I want to rewind to the AMP.
Mm-hmm.
What made you stop wanting to work with them?
I had a thing going on.
Oh, your own stuff. So it was no like.
At that point, I think, like I said, the resources needed to actually create the content. I needed more of that. Mm-hmm. All that was valid in there. I was also facing like my own personal decision. I was in school at the time as well. Mm-hmm. But also, I had a thing going on. Our podcast, it has some legs at that point in time. If I'm remembering correctly, it has some legs, like where we started and where we flipped it. I know people like to talk money or whatever. I can talk money at that. We flipped that thing from making like $10K the first year.
Yeah, we like talking money.
Yeah, I know. People love talking money. I don't know.
You know that always
gotta talk.
And
let's talk it.
But this is real facts. Like $10K the first year. So we talking about what is that?
How many views? Yeah, I was gonna say estimate about how many views y'all got.
Man,
So, you know, rough.
5,000 an episode or something like that, maybe, or whatever. And we did some live stuff. So it really wasn't like, respectfully speaking, it wasn't nothing crazy. I'm trying to think what 10K a year even divides into on a monthly basis. 10 divided by 12, like less than 2,000. Something. It wasn't, well, way
Like
less
12,
than 2,000, 1,200 or something.
like 12.
But nonetheless, 10K the first year. The literal next year we did 100. We went from 10 to 100 in a year.
All right, cool. Let's pause right there. Let's stop right there. Listen, because now I'm about to get real mathematical. Because how many is it y'all on the pod?
4.
It's 4 y'all, and I'm talking about behind the scenes on camera. It's 4 people in total.
At that point in time, no. Well, at that point in time, it might have been 5.
All right, so you got 5 people, right? And I'm pretty sure everybody not equally yoked in the
No, at that
pecking
time,
order.
at that time, except for the one other person. The other person might have been like.
So it's 4 main people.
Yeah,
and we got a straggler. All right, cool. So now we looking at 100,000. It don't even matter who the straggler was, because I don't want to make it. You feel me? I don't want to embarrass nobody.
An editor. No, it's not even an editor.
Yeah,
like
it's like
editor
but
or
I'm
something
saying,
like
but it's
that.
like it's just one person who's not in the main core. Like when we bust down, we gonna bust you down after we bust down. That's what I'm getting at.
Right.
All right, cool. So y'all looking at 100,000. It's 4 y'all. I think where people go wrong when they get money in the business, they think that money is theirs. Did y'all make that mistake? And
Not the first year, no. Hell no.
No, I'm talking about with the 100. Fuck the 10,000
No,
with the 100.
No.
Y'all didn't make that mistake.
Hell
So
no.
where did the money go? How did y'all divvy it up?
Back
What-
into the business. Ain't no divvying
the whole
it up.
100?
Yeah, ain't no divvying
The
it up.
whole 100.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't take no bread out for.
No, not the first year. No, hell no.
Nah, because you said this was the second year. You said first year was
I'm
the
saying
10.
second year. No.
So the first year y'all ain't take nothing. Second year y'all ain't take nothing.
First year we couldn't take anything because like the cost of like
everything.
operation costs. I'm
Like
talking
I can see
about
that going right back into
audio
it.
boom. Yeah. We making
So with the
$100 a month.
what did y'all do with the 100?
Put it back into the content.
What
Like editors, clippers, software. You need a new computer. I need a new computer. You need a new camera. I need a new camera. Microphones.
y'all invested.
A trip. I think at that point, the second year we probably took a trip or something like that.
But
just,
it was for the content. The trip was for the content.
Yeah.
All right.
One
See,
thing.
and I think that's the thing that's different when you're running a real business and you're running a content-based business, because you could use the money for yourself, but it's for the content too. See, when you got a real business, it really got to go back to the business.
Yeah, and I think like I learned this from Mr. Beast. He was like, you know, he had an opportunity one time. Somebody came up to him. This was like his first taste of real money. He was already getting views and stuff. One of the advertisers hit him with the offer. They was like, yo, we got $5,000 for an ad read. You could just do an ad read in the video. He was like, that's cool. $5,000 is a lot of money. My parents ain't never made $5,000 in a month. He's like, but what if I put it back into the content? So he went back to them and was like, if y'all give me $10,000, I'll go out and give it on the street right now.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That's how he got started. With,
That's how he got his first.
That video, he said, did like X times more than his last video because it was so, at that point in time, that's the stuff that was going viral. It was so shocking. It was so insane. And the return on investment was like tenfold than if he had taken that money and bought a car or even bought like a better camera or whatever. Because he could have bought a better camera at that point. He was like, no, I'm just gonna go out there. That video, I don't even think it was really long. It was, I'm just gonna give $10,000 to
Yeah, the nigga was sitting on the side of the road. I remember it like yesterday.
Yeah. So I think for us especially, like, and I definitely think this is where people go wrong. You should look to outsource early because at some point, like the best thing that you can do as an on-person or on-camera talent is just be on camera more. So like you might spend in a day, you might record for 3 hours. It might take you another 3 to 4 hours to edit up stuff and get it all out there. If you could just buy more time to be on camera to create more content, why not do that? Why not fast track that? Let's just fast track that. Let's put that money back into it. So that was the decision making back then. Like, let's just fast track this. Like, let's just buy more time to be on camera. Let's just buy more time to make more content. Right. Not even worried about necessarily doing better content. We could have bought chains and stuff like that to make it appealing visually better. But also, we're at a point in time where that stuff doesn't matter, and in a space where that stuff doesn't matter. Saying the most outrageous thing on the mic mattered more. Quote, unquote, unquote, unquote. I'm putting quotes on myself. But yeah, that's what mattered more. So if I can say 5 or 6 outrageous things in an episode, I can get that out there faster. That's the better thing. That was the better thing at the time.
So I noticed now, like when I do catch y'all's clips on the podcast, y'all not even in the same setting no more.
No. We've only been in person to do a podcast probably like 3 or 4 times, maybe 5.
Why does that work out better for y'all than being in person?
No, I think being in person. Now this is where I'm gonna get some small conversation later on. No, I think being in person is like way better. It's way better, 10 times better, 10, 20, 30 times better. We'd be able to make more content. The clips would be better. Just the feel of the conversation would be better. But I think all things can work. So like the current system that we have can't work. It can work for anybody. It's just about, how you structuring content, how really studied you are into making better content from where you are.
What's the name of the show?
Oh, Let's Keep It a Buck. I should promote Let's Keep It a Buck, the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. If you type in Let's K, it'll pop up.
I got that search engine optimization going on.
Yeah. We had to sue Bobby Purtis, the basketball player. He tried to play with us, but we got that name. He tried.
Well, he tried to take y'all name?
Yeah, when Bobby Portis was on the Bucks, we got beef. He tried to do a Let's Keep It a Buck. Oh, that's cool and all, but
listen,
come on, Bobby.
But that wouldn't be I don't feel like that would be a good as the player, right?
Yeah, the player.
I don't think that would have been a good business move because in the NBA, it's a sports franchise. You can move somewhere else.
Hey, brother, it didn't make sense back then, but
I ain't even peeped that.
I think once we sent our community muscle at him, he knew it was
you know what I'm saying?
up.
Let's say OKC is like, hey, we gonna give you $200 million. You come over here next year.
No, that's a fact.
Like I said,
So what you gonna change the show name? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie though. That's one nigga I don't want to have a staring contest with.
Bobby Portis.
That nigga. That nigga he's zoned in.
He ain't did an episode. He hadn't done an episode in a minute, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure because I don't think he's on the Bucks no more. So
okay, so this is one thing I wanted to, because now that reminds me of this topic. So he's somebody, he already has a name for himself. We have all of these people who star in podcasts who's been famous before. And you got people like us who we're building our names with the podcast. So there's a difference. Like Angel Reese, she woke up and said, I'm gonna start a podcast. She flourishing.
I ain't gonna lie, she needed though. They salaries ain't shit. She needed.
No,
she's one person I ain't mad at her for starting her podcast.
I'm not mad at none of them, but it's not the same. So like when I think about my list of podcasts to watch and people that inspire me when it comes to this shit, I like the ones who didn't have a name before, like Poor Minds. You know what I'm saying? There's a few other ones.
I think the difference between the two, because I have like issues with both sides. I think podcasting is a niche that works best if you have that name. right? That name will get you guests. That name will open doors for you to different brand deals, events, whatever the case may be. That name is also attached to stories. Like that's why Jeff Teague's podcast does so well. Jeff
I
Teague,
fuck with JT.
and yeah, shouts out to Jeff Teague, favorite point guard, not named Magic Johnson, but he's like a very monotone dude. Like Jeff Teague don't talk with a lot of emotion, but he has so many stories from his NBA career, even as like a role player or whatever the case may be. You know, that's where having that can come in, but.
And he don't give a fuck. I think that's what make his
they
shit.
also don't.
They don't give a fuck.
He got some friends that don't give a fuck. Hen is
none,
crazy.
Yeah, none of them to care. That's what make their shit
the other
good.
flip side of that though is some of these celebrities think that we care about what they got to say,
No.
and we don't.
Fat Joe.
We actually don't.
Fat Joe.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, shit.
We really
Fat
don't.
Joe.
We don't care what you got to say. And you're also not a content creator. Like you are a rapper. You're a basketball player. You're a politician.
Right.
There's differences between both of them. Very few blend it well. Like Joe Budden has blended it well over the past couple of years. Like we just talked about, Jeff Teague has blended it well over the past couple of years. Joe Rogan is another one. He was a celebrity who had transitioned into podcasting.
His shit out the stratosphere though. Like,
Yeah.
his
Joe
numbers.
Rogan,
His numbers
that
is.
motherfucker, he
His
started-
numbers is
bro,
unrealistic.
His first video, his first like podcast episode was
Yeah,
like
his shit is unrealistic. Like I don't-
10 plus years ago.
his fan base is like, how do you keep that fan base interested, bro? That many people, like.
Because he's turned himself into a
So-
podcaster. But he's always been like
But
an
he's been done
entertainer,
so
too.
many different
Yeah,
things.
like-
He did
That's
so
what I'm
many
saying.
different
Can
things.
we name what is the list of successful podcasters who wasn't famous? Because I don't.
It's
like,
a lot,
bro,
though.
that one.
Well, I ain't gonna say it's a lot.
Is it a lot? Is
Well,
it a lot?
It's not.
Are you, if you in a
Because
true
then
crime,
what's famous? Because then you got to define what's famous. You know what I'm saying?
It also depends on the genre. If you do true crime, the
'Cause
biggest
'cause one-
podcasting niche, like true crime, all of them aren't. None of them are famous, but they've built up. True crime is like the biggest podcast niche. Full stop. If Joe Rogan is the biggest podcast in the world, the next 3 podcasts underneath that are
True
true
crime?
crime podcasts.
Speaking of true crime,
Yeah, like speaking about true crime, just real crime in the world. Just
Wow.
outrageous crime stories. Now
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
heard about that.
Listen, don't know none of the names. Could
Right.
care less.
Now you mean
Right,
people
right.
on like Spotify? Or you talking about niggas that do the content for YouTube when they talk
talking
about
about all of
well,
it.
no, I mean
Okay.
that's
All of
both.
it. Just
Because I love
just-
the YouTube crime content,
Yeah.
especially talking about old drug dealers and all that. I definitely be tapped into that.
But if any of them classify themselves as podcasts,
Well,
that's
they
like
not
the
podcast
top,
though. Yeah.
That's the top niche.
Well,
in
that's
the,
the
world.
white boy who did all the
1090 Jake.
Nah, hell no.
Oh.
Because he's technically not a podcast. The
Yeah,
white,
that's what I'm
boy,
saying.
the white
I'm-
boy who did all the credit card for we're gonna pull him up later, but he got a podcast and he interviews other criminals. So that's one. But he wasn't famous at all. But his podcast definitely get a lot of views.
And
now.
it was an actual podcast.
No, it's a podcast.
Because
Like, it's
I
two people
named
sitting down
1090
mics,
Jake to
yeah.
make sure we wasn't talking about content
Nah,
like
yeah,
that.
nah, exactly, no.
Because if you have like a
If you
mic
look
and
at
you're at
YouTube,
your
yeah.
desktop,
That I wouldn't know. Well,
Yeah.
depends on how you distribute it. A lot of things is podcasts now. I ain't gonna.
yeah, a lot of things are podcasts. We don't even know it, but
I'll say this. I think like as a person who doesn't do a podcast, you're a person who's not famous before. You can still get your name out there. And you don't have to rely on like being famous before. You don't have to have no name. If you just understand, like social media is very repeatable.
'Cause,
It's
all right.
repeatable. You can just do it again. I could take somebody off the street right now and give them a good baseline as to how to become famous.
Because
in
fuck
social media.
podcasting. Because fuck podcasting. Because I feel like a lot of celebrities have come in the podcasting space and took over, right? But then you could go streamers. You could go straight YouTubers. It's mad niggas that never had no clout. Cenat was doing this shit from his fucking room. TLE, Reggie baby.
Lil Rodney's son, yeah.
Lil Rodney's son. I was trying to say that name. Bro, he was doing YouTube clips on some funny shit, on some Instagram shit. Not even YouTube, just straight Instagram. On some straight social media shit. Now look at him. He would. You see what I'm saying? So
Wow.
it's just, I feel like when you say podcasting, I feel like you got to just say content creation. Because it's big. You feel me? Like podcasting is just one niche of what content creation is. And I feel like everybody got their hands in so many different things. In content creation, you can't just say podcasting at this point. Like,
right.
Cause when you got a podcast, you automatically clip your shit up to go on Instagram. So now that you feel me, now your shit on Instagram. So now you an Instagram content creator. Now you do you do
content
podcasts
in general.
You see what I'm saying? So now you got. I just feel like you got to generalize it as content and not just straight podcast.
Yeah.
All right, man. Oh.
But back to what I said. Hold on, my fault. But back to what I said with the Fat Joe shit. I feel like
he was trying to slander Fat Joe this whole
Nah,
time.
I ain't gonna say because that's why I was gonna clean it up because I'm not trying to slander him because I fuck with him as an artist and all that. I feel like what Fat Joe did is he realized, I got a lot of stories, just like any other artist.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of stories. Let me get on here and tell my stories. Yo, bro, you could have just been a guest on somebody else's podcast and told your stories or kept doing your live shit. But I feel like niggas see the money. Nah, for sure. But I feel like the only reason they did do that is because they see the money. It's not genuine. That's what I'm getting at. It's not, yo, bro, I just want to tell my story because I got so many stories. It's not, bro, I want to tell my stories because we going to get some deals. We going to get this. We gonna be. I feel like he looked at Nori's situation and was like, I need parts of that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like it's just not genuine at a point because Nori did his shit on some genuine shit. Nori was probably sitting in the crib. He was checking out the podcast space and he was like, I like
bro,
that.
And that's why that shit, they situation is so special, bro.
See what I'm saying?
What,
it was genuine.
That passion, it ain't gonna lie, bro.
See what I'm saying?
You'll be able to tell
See what I'm saying?
who love what they do and who doesn't.
Like Fat Joe really just want to get up there, get fly and pop his shit.
Yeah, but that don't matter in 25 though.
Yeah.
That don't matter in 25. Being genuine don't matter in 25.
It don't. No,
in the
no.
content creation space,
No, it don't.
Like,
I feel like that's the better content.
Genuine.
I feel like
But
that's the content I gravitate to.
That's
more.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's okay. That's fine.
It just depends on your personal what you like.
That's fine. For the mass audience, they don't care. That genuine content, that don't matter. It's 2025. Damn near everything that you watch is produced.
No,
This shit don't matter.
Okay, so my next question was gonna be, what would be the blueprint guide to give somebody if they're trying to be successful and start gaining revenue on like from social media, like from content creation? Like, if you can give them some pointers, it could be like whatever comes to mind. Like, this is just somebody.
There's like 3 ways to approach this because I think that what people don't understand is that it's no longer just being on camera making money. It's more than that. So you can learn something technical. You could learn audio. You can learn lighting. You could learn visual. You could learn how to produce clips. So you could learn editing. You could learn different posting strategies, marketing, all that other stuff like that. You could learn how to script content and write it out to make it viral. You could do it from that perspective, and that pays a lot. That pays a lot of money now. That same position that I had at AMP, from my understanding now, that's like a 6-figure plus position. And a lot of companies, not even just them, but now everybody, Neon's getting into it.
Yeah.
DDG's getting into all that stuff. So that from that perspective is phenomenal. There's so much in the space now. Learn how to make thumbnails. I could continue to go on.
Yeah.
We pay for all that shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
from the perspective of being on camera, you could create social media and drive views to push to a product, right? So I have a digital calendar that I want to sell, or I have a ebook that I want to sell, or this is my fitness routine and I'm putting it behind a paywall and I want to sell that to people. I'm not getting views because I want to get views because the views are going to lead to money. I'm getting views so then you could turn around and pay for my ebook, which is what a lot of people do. When they talk about, I make $100,000 a month based off of social media, and then you go to their platforms and you don't see $100,000 a month worth of views, that's because they're pushing them to something else to get them the money. That's how they're doing it. Or, last but certainly not least, you go viral here on the camera and make a lot of money, brand deals, all that other stuff like that. The blueprint to do any of that stuff, everything that you would want to know about social media is online. This is a different time. When my brother was coming up, there was no Rodecaster. There was no, OBS existed, but the plugins that they have now aren't there. This was even before, I think Elgato was making capture cards. These mics weren't like this.
Yeah.
him and his friends were recording off of Android phones, uploading it to this other Android phone, uploading it to this software, syncing. That's what they was doing. But now in 2025, the blueprint is crazy out there. People should start taking social media as seriously as they would take like a college degree. Or yeah, they should. I was thinking about this today even, like not even like on some like I'm trying to make a clip type shit. But I was thinking about this today. If I was somebody trying to get into this space, I would take 6 months to 2 years. 6 months because I'm a little bit of an accelerated learner, but 6 months to 2 years and just study the hell out of content. That's the same thing Mr. Beast did. If you put people beside you, that can accelerate your timeline as well. But 6 months, 2 years, study the hell out of content. Whatever I'm specifically trying to make, I need to understand who it's targeted to. Study the content just like that. That's going viral, that's making views, waves, all that stuff like that. Mm-hmm. In that time, replicate it, don't post it. Just replicate it slowly, don't post it. As soon as that 2 year time span is up, you should be so good that you could teach it. Then you can go on camera and your first video out the gate should go viral. If you learned it well enough.
Studying the content. I understand there's some luck into it and people feel like there's always luck into it. It's not luck. It's a science. It's a science. Mm-hmm. It's a true science. There's science behind all this. There's math. There's all this behind it. It's all numbers. It's an algorithm. It's simply what people want to see
and if you
what
can
people
figure
don't
out
want to see.
Yeah, if you can figure out the algorithm, and you can do it.
Yeah.
I would take 2 years to study content. Now, what that means is a little bit deeper. I charge a lot of money for that. But ultimately, people should take 2 years to really study content. The shit is out there. And then I would go into doing it from any perspective. Like, even if I was selling a product, even if I was going behind the scenes, even if I was just trying to make my own channel, just study it for 2 years straight. Just 2 years straight. And then jump into it. They're doing that for anything else now. We're talking about trying to create a basketball player. The basketball player's not marrying the fine 4'11" girl no more. They're going to get somebody else that was an athlete as well. They're breeding these. They're creating these things. They're creating all this.
They smart, they are.
What the hell? I don't know. Folks ain't going into stocks.
But that's like what Ocho. That's like what Ocho Cinco said. Like he picked all his baby mothers because they was tall, long legs, athletic, ran track type vibe.
Everything is intentional. It's not. I think people just think, and that's why I hate some of the advice that we get. I'm not gonna say from where, but some of the advice that we get, I'll just cut the camera on and record. Who you think operate like that? Nobody that's successful. You ain't never did that.
Right.
Even in school, you ain't never just, hey man, pick up the pencil and take the test. What?
But that has worked for some people though. But that has worked for some people.
In 2025,
I'm gonna tell you who it worked for. The Decent Man. You know who that is? The dude who walking around New York rapping the song.
Not doing it because it's gonna sound ignorant. I'll say this: there is a world in which people are cutting on the camera. Mm-hmm. There's usually something about them that is making them viral.
For sure. All right,
that works for 1 out of 100,000. All
right, cool. But as long as you acknowledge that it happened, it can't happen. Because it has definitely happened.
I'm always gonna say, yeah,
but like you said, niggas ain't doing that.
Yeah, people just aren't doing that. And I'll study the content. Cause sometimes this is what we were talking about getting like marketed earlier. But sometimes you think it's somebody just cutting on the camera. There's some strategy behind a lot of this stuff. 99.9% of this stuff.
But I could like him for sure. I know it was no strategy. And then Big Homie, it was another guy from New York. You could tell he had like mental issues, but he would stop girls and sing Mario to him. Listen, that's how he got viral. to the point where it got to the point where he had an Instagram, like he had a manager and they was doing the content and all that for a second, like. But it literally started from niggas just recording him.
We'll do a deep dive.
Because
I can name, but he know how much I'm into social media, so I can name a couple more people where for sure they just cut the camera on and it worked. Nah, let's do that for sure.
But yeah, that would be how I would create somebody today, or give the advice to somebody today. Don't do nothing until you do your 10,000 hours. Till you do your 10,000 hours, don't do nothing.
So now, can that come with also like being on the come up like we putting videos out? kind of seeing like trial and error, seeing what worked, what, you know what I'm saying?
And we're definitely, before I leave, because I would be remiss to not do it, we'll definitely go through y'all's content. I think that trial and error is good. I think that trial and error can be like a longer game. And I think that's what we did in the old school, because there was no way. Trial and error was there. But now if somebody's giving you the blueprint, like you can flip your switch.
We literally have multiple examples and resources that we can.
Yeah.
No,
I feel like we got every aspect of what a podcast need. We just missing that last thing, and that's the viewership. Like the people really tapping in.
There's gotta be a reason why.
No, for sure.
So
And that's what we.
I think trial and error is a way.
Out.
You can upload, see what works, what doesn't work as you build your audience. As long as you are consuming like what the good information is and implementing it quick, fast, in a hurry, because it's gonna switch.
All right.
Now, how do you discern what's good information versus bad information? I can't do that without like physically writing it down or like sending the videos or whatever. But I think what a lot of people, this is just life. Like anytime anybody wants to do something, they do go out and they try to find it, but they get a lot of bad information. And they get in this trial and error loop of, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm gonna go detox. I'm gonna go, what's it called? Waist trainer. I'm gonna go this special diet, that special diet. There's good information out there. You just got to discern what's good and what's bad. Period. Like that's the simple answer.
And you gotta figure out what worked for you, because everybody different.
And that's true too.
I'm inspired. Nah, bro, you solid, bro, for real.
I appreciate it. I try to give my
I knew you had good
2
energy.
cents.
You know what I'm saying? Since we met at that one spot.
we can say podcast summit. We met at podcast summit. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with saying that. We met at podcast summit.
But that's what it's for niggas to network and do shit like this. Yeah, so apparently, you feel me?
Yeah.
Shit benefited for sure.
Go ahead.
What was you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
Who was the dude you was with? That was like,
I was with a friend of mine named Holla. He's also been doing content for a long time, like 10 plus years at this point. Well, yeah, 10 plus years at this point. Long time. A good friend of mine though. Good friend of mine.
And it almost seems like I can tell he's solid too, because it almost seems like he had to get you in your. He had to like remind you to, yo, go talk to people. Like, do the.
I think that's one of my like flaws. I can talk. I don't think that that's like a secret now. I can talk, but I don't like to be that upfront person, especially in a space where everybody's trying to flood everybody with knowledge. Only because, and maybe this is from my knowledgeable perspective, everybody comes off as like so scammy or so shady.
For sure.
And I don't want to come off that way.
It's not genuine.
Yeah, and I don't want to come off as disingenuous, all that stuff like that. So I'd rather it be like a natural meeting. There was some people that we saw there, and I'm not gonna say names because I don't know names, to be quite frank, but they were huddled around this dude, and they were trying to get the game from him and stuff like that. And for one of them, I looked up like what they do in their gimmick and stuff like that and all that stuff like that. To be quite honest with you, they don't produce anything that anybody was asking for. People was trying to figure out how to get views. People was trying to get how to get this, that, and the third. They don't produce none of that. So you sitting around, being around this person who isn't genuine, and ultimately it seems like a little bit of a scam. Now, again, not everybody in that environment was like that, but I never want to be that person. I want to create the genuine relationship, have some conversation, and we can talk shop afterwards. But Holla does help me get out of that bubble sometimes. Sometimes I got to tell people, like, nah, I know
feel weird, bro.
Yeah.
Walking up on people, hey, what you like? I'm still getting used to that shit myself, bro. And that's another reason why, like, there's a misconception that they say content creation, all this shit is easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it's hard as working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But it damn sure ain't easy either.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like that's why you gotta have a team, because you gotta have somebody who good at that. Because I was there for day one of the podcast summit, and it's just like, yo, bro, this not my strong suit. Like, I ain't here to talk to people. I don't want to talk to people, bro. Like, and then we basically had to call an audible. Like, yo, bro, we gonna let the other teammate come, because this what he good at. He a personable. He smiling at everybody's face. He gonna talk to everybody, shake everybody's hand, and that's what we did the second day, and it worked out.
Yeah, that I agree with that sentiment too. I agree with that sentiment 1,000%. 1,000%.
would you go back to podcast something?
I know they better stop texting my fucking phone.
Oh yeah, I seen that too.
Stop sending me the fucking text messages.
One thing about David Shands, bro, he got this.
Yo, stop sending them text messages, bro. I had to delete the app off my phone.
Program and everything, he got it on lock. The marketing, all that, like, bro, leading to it.
But he's a
It
person.
was on Instagram so much. Like, I already bought the ticket. I'm like, damn. I'm talking every day, bro.
But he's a person that wasn't famous, had a podcast,
For sure.
and turned it up, and he pivoted to make it something even bigger. Now you got the summit, city to city.
If I went to Podcast Fest again, I would be on stage. I would be on stage or doing a room.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't go to it as a general viewer, but and it'll be something that I work out with him in the future. But I would be going on the stage.
Right.
Like, there's no other way where I could do it. I think that is one of the things. Truth be told, one of my like passions in life is teaching. If they made more money, and maybe one other thing about like being a male teacher in there too that holds me back, but I would be a teacher. Like, I like talking. I like, guiding young kids and all this other stuff, and helping people grow into their true selves and stuff like that. So, but if I could do that from this perspective with the knowledge that I have now,
I was just gonna ask, would you rather teach a regular subject, or would you rather teach this as a subject?
It depends. I would like to teach history, but I also would teach this as a subject too. Like, I think this
like
is
on some Saturday school extracurricular.
Yeah. And I wouldn't do it in a course setting either. Well, I'll say this: I have no problem with selling my own services, but I wouldn't do it in like you buy this course and this is gonna teach you. No, they would have to be like one-on-ones. Like, we're gonna go through your content and build from there type situation.
You do that? You do consultations and stuff like that now?
Yeah, absolutely.
What a consultation, bro?
A consultation? Probably like $250 an hour.
Yeah, that's that shit I'm talking about right there.
Damn.
No, that's the, cause listen, I be telling everybody, saying 6 months niggas gonna have to pay to talk to me, bro. Like, nah, like the ideas I be having, shit I come up with. Nah, 6 months, bro. I ain't even gonna have no free time to even talk for free. Like,
we can come. I also offer services where I can like come in and set up a team for you and your channel and stuff like that, to make sure that you're creating good titles, good thumbnails, editing, whatever people need. But yeah, like $250.
Man, my brother, I respect the game, the hustle, the drive, the ambition. Keep going, bro. We need to have the whole show on though. We need the whole show to come up here next.
Yeah, we can work on that.
He's like, damn, nigga, they don't even want to link up for me.
No. We're about to do a total overhaul, and we haven't even really announced it to our community yet. But like, the overhaul that we're about to do, we're about to force ourselves to be in different conversations. Like, not wait for this, that, and the third. No, we're about to force ourselves to be in different conversations. You should see me as much as you see your lock screen. Like, we're about to force ourselves in different conversations.
Yeah, bro. Like, another thing we be going back and forth with each other about is like, we'll be having like good conversations and shit, and we're like, bro, this is good fucking content. We need to, next time we have a conversation like that, we need to just go ahead and do an episode, because I feel like when you have all this around you, you kind of, what I'm trying to say, it's not as genuine. It's not as authentic.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but I guess that goes with the 10,000, like putting your time in. But like, just imagine you with your cousins, y'all all roasting each other. Those are viral moments.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, plenty of times.
Yeah.
But it's just like, bro, we got to get used to just boom,
Yeah.
putting it
on camera as opposed to.
Yeah, just saying, fuck all this, not even thinking about it.
Yeah. That's fair. I think over time it gets
More natural.
easier. Yeah, it just does get easier. The more you talk, the more you have actual conversations, the less this will become like a thing with a setup and stuff like that, and more of just, hey, we're continuing the conversation we were having over there about Fat Joe into this with the microphones and stuff like that. Because right now, I mean, the way that I look at it, even though I'm hesitant to like step up and do these things, as soon as the mic cut on, even when we were at Podcast Summit, as soon as the mic is on, like, I'm ready to yap. I'm ready to say whatever. I'm ready to go.
Right.
It gets easier.
Have you ever like said something on like a clip or something like that and got like any type of backlash?
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
I got you.
I got
All the time.
Yeah, all the time. I got
I think
active.
that's the point of doing it.
Yeah, that's the point of it. I have active beef with Miss B Nasty right now.
Hold on.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
We could have talked about her in the first 5
Yeah,
My thing is, how you beefing with her, bro? Out of
Miss
all
B
the
Nasty?
people in the world,
Okay,
yeah, talk about
I'm ready
that.
for it to happen again. Jesus. So one day,
Fuck you,
no,
mean?
because I promise you, it's gonna get clipped, and then somebody gonna send it to her. Her elite gooner squad is gonna send it to her. So I one day, I can't even remember what really prompted it. I think I was asked about it, but somebody asked me about her looks. Miss B Nasty is not attractive to me. She is ugly. Right? She's not an attractive woman to me. I think it's in the
Hold on.
No, we are because
I gotta make sure we talking about the same person.
I seen y'all faces.
Yeah, because if I think we talking about the same person, how I know we talking about the same person?
Now we potted.
We're talking about the same. Yeah, it's in the lip. It's in the lip. I promise you, it's the lip. I just don't. And that's okay.
I was doing
everybody got their
ain't lie. I was doing good since
nigga you done drove this man to drink.
I was doing good since he started tripping, man.
What you mean? I just don't think. I truly, genuinely. So that was the comment. That was the comment. And like I said, her elite gooner squad sent her the clip. And now all of a sudden I'm a loser and I'm a this, that, and the third.
Was those her words? That's what she said?
Yeah, these are her words.
She said this to you. Was it a comment or was it a video?
It was a tweet. Do you have Twitter, Ant?
No.
You don't have Twitter?
I got Twitter, but it ain't for what y'all do.
Wait, so do you have a Twitter account?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, go to her page. Go to her page.
Hold on.
Miss B Nasty.
Stupid ass.
Go to her page. Go to her page. Go to her page. You got the app?
Yeah,
are you signed into the app?
Mm-hmm. But I'm about to Google it because it'll just go right to her. I don't follow her. She ain't my type.
Okay.
Damn, she
All
gonna
right,
be mad at me next.
You don't have to.
She gonna be mad at me next.
Hit that and type in Omar. And then hit search. That's a tweet of me, and that's it.
Omar is a fucking incel loser who doesn't respect women. I don't care what he calls me. She said, because I spit on him anyway. Shout out to dude with the baby and some sense.
Now, that's the second Miss B Nasty clip, too. Because so we got in our original beef. And then the second time was a video. I think it was a video of somebody doing something in public. It might have been her doing something in public.
Hold on, my fault. I just can't wait till I'm beefing with a porn star. You lit, bro. Give me some that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
bro,
saying.
You lit.
Hold on.
I know what the second one was. She had a Facebook post that went around talking about now I'm back in my hometown, and all I ask is that people don't come up to my kid or come up to me with my kid and say my name. They don't say Miss B Nasty or whatever.
Man, what?
Listen,
what the fuck do you expect? This is what you do.
We was on the same type of time. If this gets to her, she's not gonna like it, gang. So yeah, I say stuff.
We're gonna make it get to her.
Here you go. I say stuff all the time. I believe in what I say. That's that blend between like genuine and like not genuine or whatever the case may be. Because I could have went off the rails and been like, oh yeah, she a bitch, she a slut, she a this, that, and the third. I don't believe that stuff.
Right.
But I could if I wanted to really go viral for real. Now I do believe if you in public and somebody call you Miss B Nasty, don't trip about it.
Nah, she can't be mad at that.
But I don't have to go slap crazy on her to do that. I can still create viral content that has a moment without going out of pocket. So yeah, I've said, boy, what? I got beef with a couple of different, yeah.
Bro, you can't be beefing with the P stars, bro. You wild.
Well, my thing is, look, my thing is this. The content she made, it changed her life.
Yeah.
Now, with that, okay, now that's what people know you as. So now you can't get mad. You can't take the curse. You can't take the blessing without the, you know what I'm saying?
She said, just call her Miss B, leave out the nasty. But she also said that her son knows Miss B Nasty as like a name for her.
Okay, so
me and you are on the same page.
right.
And what's crazy is where I live, and probably where y'all live too, like just in Atlanta, there's some stars around us.
Yeah, bro, we just had a conversation about Melrose Fox.
Do you think she would get mad if you ran up on her and called her a name?
So she actually has a
Called her name, like her working name?
Yeah, her working name.
Nah, I don't know. No. She won't, because that's how
But
bro.
she does have a close friend, and he even said he was just like she'll kind of what I was told, she will feel weird if she knows you know who she is.
But how the fuck am I not supposed to know who you are?
I'm done.
Right.
I'm done.
How the fuck am I not supposed to know who you are?
I don't, and also I wouldn't know what to like. I stay relatively close to Charlie B. Hustle, and this isn't a star podcast. It may be, but I stay relatively.
I'm not gonna lie, we talk.
Okay, cool.
We talk about a lot of corn stars here
cool.
at TLE.
I stay relatively
I might
close
know
to
who
her.
Charlie B. Hustle.
Yeah.
Nah, you know who that is.
You know who that is?
Yeah, I know.
I know who that is. I'm just talking shit.
And, you know,
I know you know who that is, nigga. What you talking about?
I figure if I ever ran across her or whatever, it would be like a grocery store or whatever. Now, I'm not gonna say nothing just because I'm not gonna I don't care who it was. I've grown up in this city, like seeing celebrities isn't like a crazy thing to me. I'm not running up to you because I gotta get the picture. But if I were to do that, I don't know her real name. I would call her.
I gotta call you that.
Right.
Yeah, which lets you know, yeah, I do know you from this.
No.
What
Why
the
is
fuck
that crazy?
Why would you expect me to know you otherwise, baby girl? You suck dick on the internet. Let's talk about it. How am I not
shit.
I know you
Right.
like nah.
Do you think if I'm trying to think of somebody's name from a movie, like if Will Ferrell made a movie and his name was Eddie in the movie. If somebody ran up on him and was like, "Oh snap, you're Eddie. You're Eddie.
Yeah,
I just
facts.
saw you the other." You think he would be like, "Oh God."
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
All right, he gonna be like, I sure am.
Yeah, I'm Eddie. Thank you for going to see this movie.
Yes.
Oh snap,
Yeah.
Mom, that's Superman. Yeah, I am Superman.
All right.
That's not crazy to say.
So why this bitch tripping if I'm like you Wonder Woman?
Bro, I don't see.
Now, see, I didn't say.
Oh no, my bad.
See,
No,
see,
no, my bad.
Miss B
Why-
Nasty, I don't think you a bitch. I just think you tripping over
Oh no,
the
we
name.
gonna we're gonna edit that part out.
Nigga stupid ass. Nigga said be clear.
Pull it back.
Be clear.
Now he pull it back.
No,
Be clear.
She's not gonna get the apology.
He said be clear.
We're not gonna give him what.
But I've seen 3 Twitter porn stars just moving around Atlanta.
And well, you didn't run up on him. That's the main thing.
Nah, what the fuck I got?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
no.
that's
The fuck I'm gonna say, baby girl? I be the fuck I'm gonna say.
And that's the blend too,
This
because
is
I've seen some people say like they've had people come up to them and say like, "Yo, I enjoy your content," which is like a cool thing to say. I know that there are some people that go out of pocket, but I just don't understand the ones that are like, "Yo, so and so, can I take a picture?" And now
That's
you're all
crazy.
of a sudden.
When to take a picture with a corn
Also,
star?
you're famous.
Nah, I ain't
You're
gonna lie.
famous though.
I can
Like,
understand
you
the
are
picture.
famous.
I can understand the picture. I can understand the picture. I just don't. Me personally, the person I am, I'm not saying nothing. What the fuck I don't.
Yeah, no, I agree
There's
with
nothing
that.
to talk
I agree
about.
with that. I agree
You,
with
baby girl, you suck dick on the internet. I think you do it very well. What the fuck we gotta have a conversation about it for?
But and this is also what
fuck are we
trips.
talking
This is what trips me out in the conversation. Y'all know how famous Pinky is, like
Facts.
the old school.
Yeah, facts.
Pinky is like, and I'm not gonna say a part of black culture, but
No,
to
no,
some
no,
extent,
no.
for
She
real,
is.
for
No,
real.
she
Like,
is. No,
with the
you-
rappers, with the ball players.
She's a
people
part of
talk
black
about-
culture, bro. I ain't gonna let you take that from her.
And that
I'm
would
not
be
gonna let you take
disrespectful
that
if I
from her.
low-key, especially like hood culture or whatever.
Black culture,
I think
like
Pinky might
You can't take that from her.
Pinky has to be like the most famous porn star.
Like
for black people
top
specifically,
2, 3,
yes,
for
yes.
sure.
For black people specifically,
Top 2,
absolutely.
3.
She came out
But
with
do you-
like video vixens,
Thank you.
gigantic ass.
Thank
She was
you.
like the face of that.
Come on,
Do you
bro.
know who
Yeah.
number 2 is? Who do you think number 2 is?
Cherokee.
I would
Cherokee.
disagree.
Who would you say?
All time,
All time.
it's Miss B Nasty.
Hell no.
Pinky, listen here.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Listen to what
Miss
I'm
B
saying.
Nasty is more. You
What's it-
telling
what's
me
it-
because I want to
Yes.
be clear. Let's be clear. I like understanding. Let me make sure I understand what you're
Miss B
saying.
Nasty is the Pinky of this generation.
Oh, okay. You saying this generation?
So, but that would make her number 2 to Pinky all time.
Fuck out of here.
I think you think it's crazy.
Fuck out of
It's
here.
really not too far off if you think about it.
It's older porn stars that could take number 2 spot, but way before Miss B Nasty.
Yeah, because we talking about like that influence. But actually, I see what you're saying is because the game has changed.
I get what
now.
you're saying on some
The
this generation
the
shit.
game has changed now.
All
Just like
time,
this,
though?
look, this generation we're in streaming. We're in the streaming generation. So if we talking about like who's like the first YouTube pioneers.
And then the biggest streamer today would be up there with that same person. It's not crazy to say. So how many followers she had on that platform?
Who?
Miss B Nasty. Tell me. And y'all don't these OF women be making tens of millions a month, and y'all don't think she on the same stratosphere as Pinky?
Nah, because it's reason I can't.
How many
say-
followers
I-
does she have a
influence,
month?
Bro. Influence, bro. Nobody don't know her. Like niggas know
Stop.
Pinky.
Stop.
Niggas don't know her. Listen,
Dog, you miss
I
with
say people
Shannon
don't know
Sharp.
her, listen, when I
'Cause
say
you
people
gotta
don't
think
know
about
her,
it.
listen, it's niggas grandmas that know who Pinky is.
Yeah, bro. 'Cause
It's niggas grandmas that know who Pinky is.
Pull up
bro.
the Shannon Sharp clip
bro,
where they
no.
were talking
I
about
don't even wanna
having
know.
Miss B Nasty on the platform.
Damn, I did not know how comparable this shit is to like music and shit.
It's
And
all-
cause look, it's like you got an artist that was going crazy with physical copy sales, and now you comparing to an artist that's in the streaming.
'Cause
So
just-
now we got
I'm upset.
Pinky. She really made people get up and buy
The DVD or whatever the case is.
Physical,
Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying? All right, bet
Miss
that's one.
Be Nasty. I
Dog,
guess she
Because
did- I
listen,
guess she-
because 9 times out of 10, if you don't watch Twitter, you don't know who that is.
That's cap too. I thought that same way. And even if that is,
Yeah,
let me say this. I'll entertain it from the perspective of it being true. Even if it is, you still didn't tell me how many followers she has.
her page is locked. I can't. It won't let me on it.
And also, see, somebody already sent it to her.
no. Oh no, all right, it's 3 million. 3 million.
3 million. And
3
look at go to media. Go to her. Go back to her page. Pull her page back up, and we're gonna go to the media from the page. I promise you, on every single one of her posts, she has at bare minimum millions of views. Right? It's okay for her to be one of the biggest. Look. Oh, that's 112. Oh, okay, she's going down. But you think Pinky was getting this off of 8-second clips?
That's a tribute to the generation and the time and the technology now. Because if they had cell phones when Pinky was out, come on, bro, what are we talking about?
Oh, I get that.
See what I'm saying?
I get that. Miss B Nasty
If-
is just a
if
part
Pinky
of the
was just easy and
would
accessible.
but see, you would discredit Drake. Do you think Drake is? How do you
Listen,
think Drake compares to Jay-Z?
I don't even want to talk about that
See?
right now. Listen,
See,
listen,
see,
'Cause listen,
But it's literally
listen,
the
my thing-
same. It's the same.
No,
It's the same concept.
But my thing, what I'm saying right now is accessibility. She's way more accessible than Pinky was at that time.
Okay.
Because you literally had to buy the tape or the
Okay.
DVD. You
Which-
could literally do this.
Listen,
And you had
listen.
So-
Which
Is
to be quite honest with you, I'm being generous to Pinky in that regard. The bigger one would be the one that's more accessible, which means Miss B Nasty, who 160
Because then,
people.
all right, so then, because then if we want to
I'm
squash
saying-
it, we could just go to Pornhub and look at their views.
Those are body views, but I bet you we can. Pinky came out in the era before that.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is the one who's way more accessible, Miss B Nasty, is way bigger than her. To be honest with you, I'm just being generous.
I disagree.
But ultimately, yeah, I'm beefing with Miss B Nasty. That's just 'cause-
Yo, that sounds so crazy.
And we see now.
I see why. Yeah,
We
'cause
see why.
I apologize. I think her name is Brittany.
That's crazy.
I
So
apologize,
now the name
Britt.
of this episode is gonna be
Beefing with B Nasty.
beefing
Smoke.
with B Nasty.
bro got smoked. Nah, that's crazy.
Shit.
I fuck with Miss B Nasty.
Nah, yeah, that's.
She just
How could you not?
She's not my cup of
She
tea.
had
but-
a situation.
See, y'all makes this. This happens every single time.
I don't got no problem with you. Leave me out of it.
She had a situation
Talk about
where
them
I
niggas.
guess she was, she was playing. She had some toys, actions going on.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's playing in the back door.
The one that stink.
Yeah. And she grabbed the same tool and put it in her mouth, and the fans caught that had a little something on there. But after that, she went even crazier. These niggas is nasty, bro.
Yo, listen, bro.
I also say there's other people, because I also, like, on my regular YouTube, I do commentary videos, so I'm talking about and judging other people. I got into it earlier this year. No, it was last year with FaZe, like FaZe, the FaZe clan, yeah, like FaZe Banks. So I said I made a video about them, and then I ended up on stream with FaZe Banks, the creator of FaZe. I got on stream with him and a couple of the FaZe members, and we got into it, hashed it out. I've made videos on, like, a random girl that did a story time on TikTok. Me and her went back and forth for a little bit. I mean, in this game, you're going to have opinions. You just got to be able to be confident in that opinion and, believe what... Again, none of them I went overboard, because I think that's... And from their perspective, they're probably not going to give me those brownie points, but there's people on the internet that a dumb bitch, this, that, and the third. I ain't never doing all that. That's too much.
Talk about your kids and all type of shit.
That's too much. That's too much. But I am going to have my opinion. I've probably thought it through, probably. And I'm going to stand on it when I say it, because I believe it. I believe it. I do believe some pretty outrageous things, but I believe it. So you just got to believe it. You got to stand in it. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. A little friction ain't never hurt nobody.
What's one of them ideologies that you know that you feel about and you just know it'll rub people the wrong way?
You know what's crazy? It's very childish. Barack Obama said this the other day. Ketchup is a childish condiment. Ketchup is a mad childish condiment.
What?
Barack Obama was like...
The type of conversations I like to have, right?
Barack Obama was like, ketchup is mad childish. But I also am addicted to ketchup.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, because if you think about it, like hot dogs and sausages at the barbecue sauce way better than ketchup.
Barbecue sauce is better than ketchup.
Way
Ranch
better.
is better than ketchup. Hot sauce is better than ketchup.
Nah, Barack said some shit right
Mustard is
now.
better than ketchup. But when you you got a kid, all they want is a bunch of ketchup on their plate
Type
to
shit.
drown it. Yeah.
Type shit.
So
So some shit I know I do that people think is the weirdest shit in the world. I pour my milk before my cereal in the bowl.
but you eat less cereal that way, I think. So
Nah, but I end up eating more cereal. But that's
okay.
that's
See,
besides
now
the
he
point.
has problems.
That's besides the point.
This nigga be having his cereal floating on the milk.
That's
Yo,
okay
listen.
though.
Because I don't
bro.
like my cereal
Soggy
soggy, bro.
for-
Yeah,
There
I
it
don't
is.
like
I already
soggy
know where
cereal.
I already knew you was going with that.
So I
Then
I
you
pour a
can push
little
it
bit right
down.
on top. Yeah, boom, boom.
I understand what
See
you.
what I'm saying?
I understand. I already knew where you was
But
coming
yo,
from.
listen,
with
my roommate in college, niggas thought I was the weirdest nigga in the world because of that shit.
I also don't believe in microwaving noodles. Microwaving noodles is like the fastest way to lose one of your kidneys. That's a proven fact. That's a proven fact.
I feel like the best way to make noodles is to heat the water up and then just pour it in the thing.
I believe in that. I
Like
believe
the
in
cup.
the stove
Yeah,
top.
like the cup. Like,
I
that's the
believe
best
in
way.
anything, but the people that put
You're
noodles in the
not
microwave,
supposed to put a cup noodle in
and
the
they don't know that, right? Oh, well, they do know that, but they don't care, right? So they'll have less kidneys.
I'm about to say, when you from the hood, you really think that's the last thing. That's the last thing a
Hey, you
nigga
know
got
you're
time
supposed
to
to
worry
eat
about.
the 2-pack, the noodles that got the pack.
Okay, now I don't agree with that. Don't.
That's in country, yeah.
I don't agree with that.
That's like saying you're supposed to only eat one Pop-Tart out the pack. Like, bitch, I'm
well,
eating both
hold on,
the.
no, hold on.
Well, listen.
That's what they say you're supposed to do.
But
though.
listen, my mother growing up, my mother damn near killed me if I ate both the Pop-Tarts out the pack. Like, when she go in there, it better be one left in the wrapper. Like, nah,
Right.
bro, she ain't play that shit. Oh, my mother didn't, bro. I'm opening 2 cereals at one time.
Now that's a
Oh, yeah,
different.
Murder,
You
bloody murder,
But let me say this.
bloody God murder,
Let me
them
say
dog.
this. How often do you eat cereal?
Now, I don't eat cereal like that now because
Okay, so it makes sense Because have you right now, if you open 2 cereals, you're trying to get through 1 box at the rate that you eat it now. By the time you get back to the second box,
Nah, it'll be done.
thank you.
But see, back in the day though,
you didn't understand that.
Nah,
Yeah, I didn't
but no, fuck that. Back in the day, they wasn't gonna go stale.
Okay, I mean that's fair too. I get it from her perspective though. Finish that box.
Nah, my mother just is a control freak.
Some of it's controlled for a good reason though.
I remember I wanted to be grown just so I can open the fucking juice without asking nobody.
but look, now that you
now all the problems that I face,
now,
I just want to go back to being.
thank you, and you understand
Nigga said
it.
I'd rather go back to asking to open the juice.
Look, cause then you realize, dang, juice like $5. I need to start taking small cups.
Nah, dead ass.
I ain't drinking up all the juice
Nah,
now.
when you go to restaurants, you be like, do I really need the large combo today?
Thank
like,
you.
nah, I'm gonna be all right with the small today.
Do I need the second
Like,
cup of juice?
yeah.
No, bro. You need 1 cup, and you really need
some water.
Yeah, you need some. Hey, you need to water down the juice while you play it. You need to put some water in the goddamn juice.
Throw some water on that shit.
Yeah, man. Right now, this would. And I know people doing this. They go to the store. They get a thing of Simply lemonade. They need to take the last one that they had, like the one that they had before. Keep the container. Keep the empty container. Pour half of the new one in the old container. Fill both of them up with water. You got 2 juices. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah,
it's
that's
hard out
country.
here.
That's some country ass shit.
That's
right
some
there. That's some country ass shit right
Cutting
there.
the Simply is
Yes.
crazy.
You just think
Damn.
you putting a hit on the country on the
But
lemonade.
sometimes, what kind of Simply is that right there? What
That's
kind of
strawberry.
Strawberry?
Yeah.
Ain't this shit not tart?
I don't know. I ain't
It's not
tried
tart.
it.
It is. It's
Okay, but if you cut it in half, what would it be?
I never did
That
that.
should probably be water.
be
That should be
cool.
nasty.
No.
bro.
I'll probably do that in a cup, individual.
Okay, you
cup.
do it in the cup.
Yo,
Tell
bro.
me that thing ain't tart. Like you gotta sip it. It's not like a.
It got that pinch.
It's got some.
It got that bite.
But this is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. If he watered it down,
Yeah,
it
we're
would
going
have no
away.
bite. It would just be regular juice.
Yo, bro.
Man, cut
The
that
fuck am
Simply.
the fuck am I, a 2-year-old?
Are you saying that now? Juice $6. Juice. Hey, look, I said that when I was 2, and then I started buying my own juice. Man, this shit $6. I need to cut this shit. I need to cut this juice.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Everything high as shit.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
Bro, a 20-piece wing, bro, combo, that shit like $30, bro.
I'm putting water in my scrambled eggs to stretch it. Y'all asleep.
Get the
Y'all-
I see my uncle put
you did
milk
time
in
in jail
the egg.
before, son?
No, I'm just saying, man, yeah.
I see my uncle put some milk in the egg.
Yeah, I put you because you're trying to stretch it. That's what my
Nah,
mama
that make
told
them
me.
fluffy though.
It also stretches it. You get if you put enough milk in the egg, like if you get 1 egg and you crack it and you put like a fourth a cup of milk in there, that's 2 eggs. Yeah,
Hey, yo, you ain't grow up in the hood, bro. What you stretching shit for? Like you
my
talking
mama
like you-
old dog. I'm telling you, they grew up in a different time period where they had she grew up when it was 7 of them, so they would get. My grandma used to get a log of bologna. I know you ain't never. You know if you go to Walmart and get the hamburger meat,
A log of bologna.
bro, she would get a log of bologna, and you know you cut your own slices. Man, she cutting paper thin slices. 1 paper thin slice, 2 pieces of bread, and it was more bread than meat on the sandwich. But if you got 7 kids, yeah, nigga, that shit need to last a long time.
word,
Yeah,
Old school.
that's how I grew up. Man, you talk. Yeah, leave the Pop-Tart in there. That's 2 separate times when you want a Pop-Tart.
But you weren't trying to hear that shit when I said it though.
Hell no, because I wasn't trying to hear what my mom was
Fuck
saying.
you
it
talking
either.
about?
I wasn't trying to hear it.
Then I
knew
go
what
to my cousin's house. We could eat 17 Pop-Tarts before we leave the crib in the morning.
Nigga, we was opening 2 bags of chips, mixing them, just doing dumb shit, just doing dumb kids
My
stuff.
Aunt Asia, stupid snack cabinet. I'm talking about
Yeah.
every snack in the grocery
Everybody
store.
got an auntie like that, don't
I
they?
was about to say, man, Samara, when we went over there, we was good.
I'm talking about eat whatever.
My auntie was the candy lady, so definitely had
nah,
that.
yeah, you was
My
lit.
mom was a candy lady. We used to have a vending machine in the house.
She had a vending machine in the house?
In our garage, my mom had a salon. In
That's
the
Haitian.
garage.
Okay.
So we had a vending machine.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Dog, we was opening Funyuns and putting it with Cheetos. That's not even a combination that makes sense, but we just had so many snacks.
Facts.
You just doing it just to do it.
No, facts.
And in now, that's not only nasty taste wise. Dog, chips is $6. I'm not doing that shit.
Nah, but the big bag of Doritos is like $5.49
For
in
real, that's what I'm
the
saying.
grocery store,
It's
bro.
$6, bro.
Shit is insane,
And
bro.
it's less chip. It's more air. No,
Nah.
we ain't doing that now. Close that bag.
Nah, that ass.
You
Shit
getting 3
getting out of hand.
chips. Yeah, no. Not doing that no more.
Ohmeezzy. We learned a lot of things tonight. We love doing content. And you hate Miss B Nasty.
I have no problems with Brittany.
We appreciate you, my brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop calling her Miss B Nasty, bro. Just call her Miss B.
Let me get some horns, man. I don't know about y'all, boy. You had anything else you want to get off your chest?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. Shouts out to both of y'all.
Thank you, bro.
I see we got something special here, and
Thank you.
Facts.
yeah, once we tighten up a few areas, we'll be good.
Paul.